All right, everybody, welcome back. Dirty Doug here, out doing Dirty Doug things here in the greasy garage today. And as usual, I'm working on that old rusty, crusty car. Like I usually do, I'm going to talk a little bit about a few things. First, I have to apologize for yesterday. I never made a video yesterday. I had good intentions to, but I did my usual. I went down to the local coffee shop in the morning, and I got talking to my good friend, and it's been a while doing that. It was this fella right here that I already showed you guys. This card, it's True Flush, Ryan Martin, certified plumber, licensed and insured. That's pretty reassuring, isn't it? I think I'd use him if I were you guys. So I was telling him that I was calling out to his business on this channel, and he didn't even know I had a YouTube channel. He didn't know at all. So he was grateful, and he was grateful to the point where he actually gifted me a few things that I appreciate, that I will show you right now. Gifted me some goodies here. He gifted me a nice handful of Walter discs, 5-inch and a bunch of 4.5s, which is freaking amazing because these Walter discs, I don't know if you guys know it or not, you buy these, they are just a tad bit pricey, but they are the best you can buy. I mean, they last a long time. They don't disappear right quick like all the other ones. So I got some 4s, some 5s. Man, that's just golden. I think they're $7 to $10 a piece. That is great. And he gave me a whole box of gloves. Now, that's some seriously good appreciation right there, right? Whole box of gloves, a bunch of grinding discs. Man, you can't beat that. Like anything like that's golden to a guy like me, right? That's sweet. Calling out people's businesses like that. I mean, everybody should do it anyways, man. It's just good practice to have, right? I appreciate him and everything he does. Now, his son goes to school down doing the welding course with King Elliott. He's down there doing the same welding course as King Elliott, and he was telling me that his son, when he gets done his welding course down there in the city, that he is going to start up his own mobile welding business. I mean, man, that is wicked. See a young person with goals like that, and he's going to work hard to get it, right? That's wicked. That's the same as Elliot. Elliot's the bomb. He's a great kid, isn't he? What did you guys think of his video, right? He did that all by himself. He wanted to do it all himself, and he did. And you know, I didn't mind him doing it at all. I thought he did great. What do you think of his truck? Yeah, man, that's awesome. Wouldn't I love to have something like that for myself? But I imagine I'll get behind the wheel. It'll get fixed. But anyway, yeah, kudos to those two kids down there in the city at a welding course. They're doing their thing, man. That's perfect. So that's why I don't have my cameraman right now. Mr. Elliott is down doing his schooling. I am not going to send him videos to edit or anything. He needs to do his schoolwork. Sorry, Elliot, I know you probably want to do it and you say you do it, but that you need to do your schoolwork. You need to get through that. You need to pass with flying colors, and no doubt you will. No doubt, none in my mind. So one other thing is another friend of mine was in here the other day, and with my other buddy Kenny, the one who gave me the table that everyone loves so much, and the table and the light, wonderful light, it shines down on all my work. He was in here with another good friend of mine the other day. He's a brown too, but we're not related. But you know, there's many different color brands around here. I know quite a few brands I'm not related to, but yeah, he was in here and he brought me some goodies. More goodies. Ooh, gore time, right? He brought me some stickers, man. Look at that. Dirty Doug. That's one for my helmet. He made me up a couple more. And what do you think of those, guys? Those are pretty cool, aren't they? And you know, if everybody wanted one, and I got demand for enough of them, I'd get him and make a whole bunch of them, and that'd be cool, right? Everybody like had their Dirty Doug stickers, you know, that'd be cool. So the guy who brought those and gave them to me, here's his card. He makes steel art. Be steal my art. Blair Brown, steel art. He's quite the cat. He's definitely has the gift for gab, I can tell you that. And he's always considered making his own YouTube channel and doing the same thing I'm doing. And he's just kind of hesitant about doing it and all that. But I mean, this is one guy that's definitely got the gift for gab. And I think he should do it because I think he'd be perfect for the job. Now, as you can see, is my old dirty old face, which I didn't realize was this dirty today. But I've been underneath this old car doing more work. So I've pretty much been up and down underneath of it all day. And I was up and down a million times. I was bending metal and cutting metal and all that good stuff. So I mean, for me to make a video and show you guys exactly what I was doing play by play, I mean, I'd be playing with the camera all day long and thrashing that around everywhere. And, excuse me. And I spent most of my time doing that. And no doubt I'd probably smash my phone. I went through many phones and I don't feel like smashing another one, even though I'm going to get a new one soon. I have microphones showing up, so all you guys can hear me better. They should be here tomorrow. Can't pick them up at my local Walmart. I went in and tried, but they don't have them. But so, anyways, I'm going to show you what I did today. And today is, as usual, another wonderful day to be alive. And I hope everyone out there is good and fine and happy and in a good mood and everything's going great. Today is a bit of a damp day here. It's not really cold, but it's wet and it's damp. But it's supposed to get warmer as the week goes on. Tomorrow's going to be like 19, 20 and all that stuff. So anyways, here I'll show you what I'm doing. So you've seen this floor pan that I made. I still have to tie that piece in there. That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to tie that in. And then I'm going to hit this massive mess of stuff. But today I made this piece here. Made this cup that goes into there. And I also... trying not to thrash this camera around too bad. I made a floor pan here. Now I tied this floor pan in together. And I made a piece so I could tie the rocker into the body. And with the framework and stuff. I made it so I could tie it all in here. Just so I have an idea where I'm starting with this here rocker. I'm starting with the rocker. I got it all tied in. So then now that I got this hardened in here because it was all floppy before, I'm going to have to go at this mess. And look at that, right? And anybody would look at that and say, oh no, would you look at that? And I'm just looking at it saying, oh yeah, man, I got this, right? So that's what I did. I tied all this in right here with my gooby welds underneath the car. Tied the floor all in up there in the corner. And it's all tied in back here to the body, right? I'm going to have to make a piece for here. That's what I'm going to do here later today too. Make a piece for there. But yeah, that's what I did. I made these pieces and I welded them together hard, tied it into the rocker. The rocker does not move anymore. The rocker was all separated from the body, right from the front, right to the back. Now, I'm going to situate myself here and I'll show you what else it looks like. The other side of the mess. So, yeah, here's my rocker piece right here. Here's my rocker piece right here that's tied in. And it just goes into nothingness again, right? So I had to tie some of that into there. Like there's that big hole there. There's a big hole. I cut that out. There's inner construction there that needs to come out. I mean, she's rusty, crusty, roddy toddy, isn't she? And like I said, I got to make this piece here. I'm going to make that piece there and tie this into the frame. I'm just tying all this in. So when I go to make these pieces over here, I got something to work off of. So I'll work off this. I'll come across here. I'll have to build all these pieces and make them so they're going to fit. Then I'm going to have to cut this all out, weld this all back in, and make this all solid. There's inner construction in there. There's junk that's I'm going to have to find some way to get out. The end piece, I'm going to have to do that. Like, there's still a lot to do here, right? But that's what I've been doing today. And you see, it's all welded in, tied in. Man, it's hard. Like, it's a solid floor. And like, you guys wanted me to show you this over here again, because I move so quick sometimes. It's guy biting me here. I've moved so quick sometimes. I know I'm all thrashy on the camera, but I'm under a car trying to show you guys what I did, right? So here, this piece is tied in there. It's tied in up there. Like, I had to solid this floor to the rest of the body, so it's stationary. So when I go cutting for these corners over here, I have something to tie it all into. It's not just a bunch of sloppy junk, because I have my arm here that's all made into that one piece. So yeah, there's still a lot to it, right? There's a lot to making this stuff and making it all work, right? Like I said, I got to do the pieces here. I got to tie all this into there, and I got to bring this down. I got to make more rocker here, and like there's a hell of a lot of work left to it. So I'm gonna crawl my butt back out from underneath here, and me crawling around on the ground. And like I said, I made a patch for there because there's a hole. But what I'm going to attempt to do next is I'm going to make this corner and tie this corner all in. Because you can see there's a hole there. I'm going to tie this corner in. I'm going to bring it all along here, tie all this in. I'm going to tie that in with a piece of metal. And then I can start on this stuff down here. This stuff here needs to be tied in. This piece of frame comes down here. It ties into there. So I'm going to have to make a channel. It comes down up into here. It's probably going to be multiple pieces. It looks tricky. But once I get my head wrapped around it, it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. It's just I wanted to get all these pieces tied in there so I have something to work off of. And I think I got it now, so I can at least do this one side because it's right up into there, right? So I'm going to have to do some cotton grinding, some patch making. Going to make templates and stuff just like we normally do with paper and make it all fit. But yeah, that's what I've been doing today. So I've been up and down 1,000,001 times. And that's that, right? How else do you do it? Excuse me. Get some supper. How else do you do it, right? So yeah, like I said, I welded this up. No air, no coat hangers. And I'm going to tell you why no air, no coat hangers. Because that's not good welding practice, guys. And I'll explain to you why. All right, if you're to weld, well, if you're MIG welding and you're finished your weld and you blast air on it, well, it cools it down right quick. And when you do that, it makes your welds brittle. You're blasting air into the welds, you're cooling them off too quick, and it makes welds brittle, right? And it'll make it warp quicker because you're cooling it off so fast. And coat hangers, as far as coat hangers go, that is not a welding rod. If you're going to do anything, take a freaking arc rod and beat the flex off it and sand the rest of the flex off it and use that instead of a coat hanger. Like, really? So, and if you say, oh, you're full of shit, Doug. Yeah, that's just you talking at your ass. No, okay. If you don't believe me, then you feel free to go on Google, our lovely search engine that everybody uses, and you Google this, and you will see that information, that if you blast your welds with cold air like that, as soon as you're done them, it makes your welds brittle. And that's a fact. That's not just me talking at my ass. So that is not good practice to do, you guys. If you're going to weld something and you just weld it and let it cool down on its own, that's the proper way of welding, right? And as far as me being a welder, I took welding in vocational school here, King's Tech School. I took a welding course. My welding teacher, yes, I had a welding teacher. My welding teacher was Mr. Thomas Halford, and he was a good teacher. I tell you right now, he was a hell of a welder. I seen this man take 2 pieces of that little cigarette tinfoil you used to get on cigarette packs. You've seen him weld 2 pieces of that together. Now, that's a talented welder right there. As far as I'm concerned, he was my welder. I took a welding course. I passed my welding course of flying colors. I've been welding for years. And so I'm not just spitting up my ass here. I'm talking facts, right? And that's that. If you're going to do it right. And on we go. And so the car quest begins here. Again, I just wanted to show you what I got done today. Sorry I didn't make a video for you yesterday. I got running around helping a friend of mine go look for a vehicle because hers shit the bed. And so I spent most of the day running around looking to buy a car for somebody else. And I didn't really get to work much. And, between that and me getting down here and grinding and grinding and grinding and cleaning and grinding and cutting and going on, this is taking up, a fair amount of time. But it's all coming together good. I'm happy with what I done under there. I mean, there's welds under there that probably could be cleaned up. It could make it look mint, whatever. But I'm going to do all that later, right? And as far as my welder goes, she's working crispy. I got a perfect setting on it. My setting is about 140, and I find where it works super crispy at 140, minty. So I'm really loving the new welder. Everything's going fine. I welded under all that stuff underneath that car, and I never even got burnt once. I always get all burnt to hell. So I'm pleased as peacock that with my welder, and I'm happy with my work so far. I feel confident that it's stronger than strong can be. I would not hesitate to jump in there and jump up and down on that. And so I'm just going to continue to cut pieces and weld pieces in and make this thing strong, because this right here is terrible. This is going to be the fun piece to make right here, guys. But I got confidence on my side. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I got the metal to do it. I got the welder to do it. I got the know-how to do it. It's all going to run super smooth. Right on. So there's just my 15-minute video for today to show you guys what I'm doing. My apologies. I can't run around with this camera all the time by myself. My cameraman, he'll be back. Don't count him out yet. He'll be back. I know he will. He's really enjoying it. Kudos to Mr. King Elliott. I love the name. Thanks for giving him that name, guys. I think he likes it too. So anyways, that is my short video for this morning. I'm going to try to get another one in. I'm going to tie some more of that stuff in and do some more welding, make patches, and see if I can get another video up for you guys today. If I don't, I'm really going to hit her tomorrow. I got a whole bunch of work to do. There's no shortage of it. I got a few jobs coming too that I got to do. I'm pretty sure me and Nathan are gonna team up on a special project this week. So hopefully I'll get to show you that. I think the go-ahead still go on that. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna say yes now, but it could be no. Hate to lie, I'm not a liar. So hopefully we get to have a special guest this week. Yes, Mr. Nathan, the wizard, the man, the myth, the legend, the mechanic. He's probably I've worked with a lot of people over the years. Man, he's one of my most favorite guys I've ever worked with. We're a couple characters kind of laugh our heads off when we're allowed to, and we act like fools most of the time. And the job that we're going to go work at, that's one of those jobs where we can just be free to act like freaking fools, the fools that we are. So stay tuned for the man, the myth, the legend. No, seriously, I'm trying to talk this guy into making his own YouTube channel too. Like, I want him to be successful and have the same thing going on as I do right now with all you people. I'm pretty sure that he'd get even more subscribers than I did off the bat. I think he'd take off like a rocket. And man, you got to see his shop down there where he's been working. He wants to be able to work from home. Don't blame him. Who wouldn't want to work from home? And I want him to be successful and be able to work from home and, you know, make good money and be able to live better, you know, than we do now, because we seem to be working a hell of a lot and getting nowheres. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, the man, the myth, the legend, right? Mr. Nathan, possibly this week. I hope so, because I like working with the guy and I miss it already, you know. So one thing I miss about down there is I don't get to work with Nathan no more. And I got to work with Nathan, just get those laughs and giggles out of me, right? So, all right, that's today's video. You never got no work out of me, but I got to see my work anyways. And I think it's coming along fine. I got some stuff tied in. I'm happy. So I'm just going to keep plugging away. And I'll just keep you all posted. That's about all I can do, guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for the comments. Most of them are positive. And you know, everybody's got an opinion, and all the opinions are taken into consideration, and I read them all. Some I like, some I don't. Doesn't matter what I like, doesn't matter what I don't, right? So that is that. So thanks all for tuning in. This Dirty Doug here, over and out.